Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name's Connor O'Toole. I go by Connor on Chain, and I'm going to be taking a deep dive into the crypto and NFT market with you today, as well as 5 crypto gaming altcoin gems that I can see doing anywhere from a 20x, 30, 50, upwards of even 100x or more. So, just right off the bat, I want to start just looking at Bitcoin, looking at the charts as usual. All right, so this is on the daily. So usually, let me move this too. So a lot of times when I'm looking at the charts, I start from a high time frame almost every time. If you're not familiar with technical analysis, which is what I'm doing on the charts, this is a skill that I think anyone and everyone in these markets, whether it's crypto, forex, or even just stocks, you should learn and you should understand. So I'm just drawing like a very basic support level here. So looking at it right now, this is not, I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking too bullish in my own personal opinion. So it looks like this market has broken above. It's been up, moving up right here. Had a nice break, came back down, retested, shot up again, failed to make new highs, continued to actually start trickling down, and then dumped, ended up falling again. And it's heavy manipulation right here. This is a mess. Oh my god. But anyways, yeah, it looks like the momentum is starting to shift back to the downside. So this is what I personally think is going to happen. Is I can see this market starting to trend down. It might have a little pump up again, but this is going to break and potentially come back down to a point somewhere around here. And then from there, it's free game. This could be the dump that we've all been waiting for to get our entries in before it starts moving up again. Or it might just break down and start consolidating. Might just start sitting around here until it actually like decides to move up again. But that's my personal opinion. I can see this starting to move and honestly kind of falling down like that. So in my opinion, I believe it's going to be dropping a little bit here. So the first thing that I want to get into is with these 5 gems. So I've done my research. I've done some time. And so let me close this trading view because it's lagging really bad right now. Yes, I'm on Unisat right now. So this has nothing to do with these gems, but so I want to start by jumping into the first altcoin, and this is called a fin. So a fin.com, there it is. Actually, I have the website up right there. So a fin, this is a very small gem with only a $4.8 million market cap. So I want this website to load. So this project, from my research, is actually really interesting. I like what they got going on here. So we'll start by just looking at some of their games, and their main game that they actually have out right now, which is called Nexus World, geolocation-based metaverse. So bottom line, just right off the bat off their site, so they have in the works, in production, an AR VR game similar to like what Pokemon Go is doing, but I assume it's not going to be like Pokemon Go. It's going to be with whatever else they're working on here. But I find that very bullish because I believe too VR and AR is an untapped region in crypto right now that it can see massive gains as well. And so I think if you can find projects that can tie into this narrative that hasn't popped off yet, that's another piece to just fill in your puzzle to just get the best gains in this game. All right. And so I'm just looking at the team here too. This is something I noticed earlier. So they got some great people on their side. So they got XEA, XUnity, Gummy, Konami. Like these are some major companies. Epic Games, Ubisoft, LucasArts, Bandai. You know, like I feel like a lot of these are household names, especially even Epic Games right here. Like someone who worked at Fortnite before, he's doing the creative direction right now for what they're working on, what they're building. You know, and it seems like I don't want to go too deep as far as who these people are, but just surface level right now, these people look like they're going to be a great team. It can be promising. And bro, look at the investors and partners, bro. A lot of times this isn't necessarily a good or a bad thing, but when you have this many, shows heavy interest in what they're working on, what they're doing, what they're building. This is not something that I see all the time, especially when you have some bigger names like even fxtrading.com. That's really interesting to me to see that. Certic right here, which is a smart contract auditing project ecosystem. I don't really know too much about Certic. I know what they do for blockchain projects. To me, that's a huge name to have under your belt here. GameFi Capital. You know, there's a ton of partnerships, which, in my opinion, it's like I said, it's never a good or bad thing, but when you have I'm just reading all of these. When you have a wide variety of stuff and people invested in your project, bro, that's crazy. I think that's very bullish in my opinion. And so we're going to jump to the chart of what a fin looks like right now. So again, 4.8 million market cap. So the fully diluted to the market cap right now, that's not the greatest sign. But again, when your market cap is this like small, and when your price is this low, bro, look at this. Look how low the price is. This is why I look at these projects, and this is why I'm so bullish right now, okay? So when it came out, this topped out at 164, right around that area. And from there, over the last year and a half, it's come all the way down to a penny. It is literally at its all-time low right now. Which I think at any point, any time, if you got a good project with a lot going for it, this is like when you get in. This is the prime time that everyone wishes that they got into a project. Oh, I wish I got in at the bottom. You know, when the coin in like a year does, you know, 22,000x, and everyone's like, dude, if I just got in like under what, 2 pennies, dude, like I'd be rich. Like, this is the fucking moment, bro. This is when you get in. So in my opinion, this project looks very good. It looks like a pretty safe investment. It's on Polygon, which I know a lot of people, for some reason, aren't really bullish on when projects aren't built on ETH, like Binance Chain. Me personally, if I see a project on Binance, I'm not 100% going to just be like, oh, let me go all in on that. Because I like to see projects on ETH as well. But Polygon I've actually been bullish on recently for building. Because there's another project that I want to show you that is actually built on Polygon itself as well. So that's a fin. A fin to me looks like a great project. That's something I will be heavily investing in. And I have not invested in yet. So let's go to number 2. Where is number 2? I think it was Compete. This was number 2. So compete.game, baby. So this is another small gem. This is a fairly newer token as well. Hasn't had too much movement, but it's been out since around May. Oh, I take that back. Since around March. It's just been hovering around the same kind of price area. Hasn't really moved too much, so that's what I like to see. Actually, I think the website's right here. So let's go on the site. So it's an all-in-one multiplayer game. And so this one I'm kind of doing research like as I go as well. I mean, just right off the bat, these graphics, this actually looks really cool. Almost looks like a Fortnite that's going to have some sort of blockchain implementation to it. Yeah, wow, looks like you can do a lot of stuff in this. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, that looks like a mixture of GTA, Fortnite, NBA 2K, and a kart racing. That's pretty sick. And COD, bro, like what? That's kind of dope. Alright, I'm going way too fast. That's pretty cool, I like that. Made in Unreal 5, yeah. Nice. So let's look into the, let me move this real quick. So let's look into the team here. I want to see who we got, if there's anything special. Alright, so the team might have to do a little bit more research here. But as far as for this project compete, this is something that I feel like is at a great price level. Great price level for entry. You know, no one's really talking about it. No one's going crazy for it right now. And to me, it looks like a solid project to actually just, you know, start DCAing into or throwing a little bit in. But I like compete for what they have right now. Looks fairly good. Their market cap to FTV looks really good, and I like that. Yeah, to me this looks like a pretty solid project. So that was altcoin number 2. So we're gonna go to number 3. Where is it? Number 3 is NFT Champions. Let's go. I've been bullish on this project for almost a year. I really like this project a lot. Pokemon was one of my favorite games growing up. And this is not exactly, but this is similar to what they're trying to build. You know, I like what they got going on, like I said. You know, if we check on Twitter, we can look at some stuff that they're doing. So I know they got some gameplay out also. Let's see if we can find some. If we go to their YouTube channel, let's type that in here. And like I was saying before, this is actually a project that's built on Polygon also. And I'm really bullish on that. I think layer 2s as well this year are going to do very well, especially newer ones. I think that's massive. Let's see, NFT Champions. Yes, this is the actual gameplay. I was watching this the other day. You know, graphics and everything looks super clean, super cool to me also. Let's see like the battle.
For now, I'll only need a couple.
Let's see what we got. I don't know if there was a battle or not. I feel like there was. Yeah, right here.
Another one bites it.
Yeah, as you can see, it's almost similar to like a Pokemon, you know? But I think that's such a bullish like starting point for Web3 games to really like get moving for it. Like they need familiarity in the space. They need people to really relate to something, relate to a game that they've played before and be like, wow, oh, this is Pokemon, but it's on Web3, it's on crypto, it's on blockchain. I can actually make money with it. I can earn money. I can do whatever, you know? I think that's a really cool idea. And NFT Champions too, the price, excuse me, the price is very low. Look at this. Again, this is why this is a gem as well. Absolute gem, bro. Look how low this is. The all-time low is hit 2 days ago. 2 days ago. We're at 0.04. We're about half a penny. I think on my last video, I talked about what it would be to get back to like around all-time highs, and it was at least a 50 to 100x. Let's do the math right now. So if we're at 0.004, we'll say half of a penny, 0.005, then to get to about $1, which if this game takes off, if crypto gaming narrative again takes off, this is going to absolutely run as well, in my personal opinion. So let's do $1 divided by, let's see, 200 is 0.05. So what that means is at price right now, it's actually a little bit under, so it's going to be a little bit more than that. But price right now, if it was going to get back to all-time highs, is a 200x, bro. Okay? And like I said, it's built on Polygon. And it looks good. I really like what they're building. I'll say it the 19th time, bro. I love this project. I want to see this project succeed more than anything. You know, I've been drawn to it ever since it launched. Like I said, I love Pokemon. I want to see this take off. So that was number 3. Number 4, this one, bro, Undead Blocks. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this. I absolutely love this game. I've actually tried playing this myself multiple times. This is a great game that's being built. And what it is if you're familiar with Call of Duty Zombies, it's basically COD Zombies on the blockchain, which Call of Duty was one of the other games that I played growing up. I only played 3 or 4 video games like for years. It started with Minecraft. Call of Duty was on and off my whole life. Fortnite over the last few years. And Pokemon, like I said. Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Those are like my biggest video games of all time, those 4 or 5. And if you got anything relating to those, especially in Web3, bro, I'm so in any single day of the year, any day of the week, any month of the year, bro. And again, dude, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We're on the max chart. So this came out last year, July 2022. Where is the price right now? It is 1% up from its all-time low. Dude, like, do you understand that these are the levels that you want to get into projects at, okay? And the only thing with this project though is I don't like how there's a lot of tokens that still need to be distributed. And I could not find too much information on the tokenomics, which I haven't really gone into with any of these videos yet, because that would take me a whole nother video long to talk about with people. But no, I couldn't find too much on the tokenomics. There's not too much on their website about it. But like I said, this is something that, again, just the concept itself of being a working product of Call of Duty Zombies. You know, I'll even, like this, there's some real gameplay going on, like, out here. Like, this game is sweet. Like, I love this. And, like, I want this game to succeed so hard as well. And to me, this is like a gem that is, as long as their tokenomics do well, which I gotta research more, I think this project could be an easy 100x too. I think that's super bullish. I love what they're building here. All right, bro, and altcoin number 5 is going to be Fear. So this is an interesting project. So market cap is very low. This is at $1 million. And the reason why I'm interested in this project is so just looking at it, you know what it is, it's almost like a gaming, I don't know what you call it, a gaming website, a studio. I don't think it's a gaming studio, but they got everything related to horror and horror video games. You know, this is something where I think I can see people streaming, jumping on the site, streaming. It could get super popular. And obviously they only had a couple games. Let's see how new is this project. Oh, you know, it's not that new. It's been out for a while. All right. So that's interesting to me. But again, bro, this is what I'm talking about. All-time low is 9%. That's where we're at. And we can do the math here just for this one here. So what are we at? Let's say 6 cents. And so the all-time high was, let's just say, well, let's say 250. I don't want to call the top. Let's just say $2.50 if it can get there again. Which, with a market cap of $1 million, bro, that could probably double or triple what I'm about to do. Again, if this project can deliver and pull off what it claims to be. So let's say 250. So it's 6 cents. So 6 cents times 10 is what? That's 60 cents. And 60 cents times 4 is $2.40. So just simple math right there. So that's a 40x for price to get to $2.40 from where it's at. And like that, again, that's not accounting for the top, which is 360. So that could be around a 50 to 60x to get right around this actual peak. And that, again, all these prices that I'm giving you also, they do not account for price discovery, which is when price reaches new all-time highs and breaks way past it. which in every cycle, if you get a good altcoin, they're going to do that. They're going to outperform their last cycle. And so this is why I'm giving you guys these gems. I think this one could do pretty well. This is more of a risky play. And again, I'm not invested in these coins right now because I'm very heavily on the sidelines still with a lot of projects. But this is me doing public research and a lot of projects that I'm looking at. And so these 5 are projects I'm looking at that I really like. And something I want to throw in here, though, is actually, this is kind of different. So this is on the Bitcoin network, and it's called Bitmap. So where is Bitmap? So Bitmap is very interesting. It is a new standard for a Bitcoin metaverse. Bitmap is something that I want all of you guys to research and look into because I'm very bullish on this. I'm bullish just on the narrative of Bitcoin itself, which I'm going to make multiple videos about Bitcoin and how the ecosystem around Bitcoin is expanding like crazy, and how using Bitmap on top of Bitcoin, you can create video games and like metaverse mechanics directly on top of Bitcoin itself. And I think doing anything on Bitcoin is going to absolutely destroy any other altcoins on the planet. If Bitcoin itself becomes the prominent altcoin, you bet your ass any other project is going to zero and Bitcoin is going to outshine everything. The only reason why Bitcoin is not the top player, it is the top player, but the reason why people are always looking for other altcoins is because it lacks the newer technology that these newer projects have. Right? So again, I want you all to look into Bitmap. It's a very unique project that I honestly wouldn't have known this is even possible, and nor would exist if I didn't do my research and find this. So start looking into this. The floor for regular ones are very cheap. I'm talking like $5 to $20 per one Bitmap, and I'm looking into potentially some higher up ones. I think that's super interesting. But anyways, I wanted to throw that in there because if you're not looking at Bitcoin and what Bitcoin ecosystem's doing too, you gotta look into it. But like I said, so for crypto gaming, those are 5 altcoin gems that I wanted to give you guys. I'm going to be investing in more than likely all of these. And if you guys want to see me create like a crypto portfolio out of $1,000, $2,000, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'll start doing that. I think that'd be really interesting. But yeah, I want to say thank you guys for listening. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys got something out of this. And happy hunting for the gems, baby. Let's go.